Today Baba is talking about the mistakes that we made in the last 63 births. And one particular mistake is that we thought that God is omnipresent and God is a bodily being. But Baba says, I am incorporeal, I am a point of light, and I am the ocean of virtues and powers. So Baba says that this is a huge mistake which led to your downfall. There are many mistakes that we made, but this is a huge mistake, maybe the first mistake, that we thought Baba is a bodily being and Baba is omnipresent, something like matter, something like air, and we forgot that Baba is a point of light and Baba is the ocean of knowledge, ocean of love, peace, joy, ocean of all powers. Now, why is this such a big mistake? What difference does it make if I think that God is a bodily being and God is an incorporeal point of light? What difference does it make? So, that is a question that we need to answer to ourselves, because Baba says this is a very big mistake and this led to your downfall. But do we understand how great a mistake that is? You see, when we become body conscious, we have yoga with matter. And that is why we increasingly lose our spiritual energy. Just understand this very, properly. When you have yoga with physical matter, then you lose your spiritual essence. The more you have yoga with jad, that which is non-living, that which is, physical, the more you have yoga with that, the more spiritual energy you lose. Now just think about when we have yoga with a bodily being, do we have yoga with the body or the being? We have yoga with the body. Do you understand that? So, when you meet somebody, although when you meet a bodily being, that's a being in a body, but do you actually have yoga with the being? No. You have yoga with the body. In your awareness, what are you holding? In your awareness, you're holding the physical image. Yes, and the acquired qualities. Even if you're holding in your awareness the qualities of the person, you're holding in your awareness the acquired qualities. The qualities that are acquired in this, mundane world. They are a good dancer, they're a good speaker, they're a good, they're talented, or they do work well, they are very organized. So these are all acquired qualities that are acquired in the bodily world. And when you have yoga with the body, so you always have yoga with the body. When you look at somebody, when you're talking to somebody, when you are interacting with somebody, what is the image you're holding? It's the physical image of matter. And having yoga with matter is not energizing the soul, because spiritual sustenance happens when you have yoga with conscient energy, with living force. Yes, we are not even talking about how much yoga we have with the phone these days. Just think about what you're seeing on the phone, and just think about how much yoga you have with the phone. You're always carrying your phone here also in your mind, because always you're looking for it, right? So where is my phone? Where is my phone? Where did I put it? I don't find it. I have lost it. So you are always having yoga with that instrument, and you're having yoga with what you watch on that instrument, which is the physical world of matter. So you're seeing bodies, you're seeing, scenes, sights, everything of this physical world. And then all through the day, just think about how much yoga we have with matter. And what is the quality of matter right now? The quality of matter is, it is tamo pradhan, it is degraded to the lowest point. Yes, it has nothing to offer. And that's why when you have yoga with matter, then, because something that has lost its essence will deceive you at any moment. Yes, it is not, it is very, very temporary, it has got nothing to offer, it is non-essential, and it is very temporary. So even when the supply is good, you are not recharging yourself. You're meeting 100 people in a day, they are spiritual energy, but you don't have yoga with the soul. In body consciousness, you are having yoga with the body. So that's why when you are having yoga with something that is not pure, that is downgraded. So when you have that yoga with that, then you're losing your spiritual energy. And that's why the more people we meet, the more we are feeling drained. We are not feeling energized with interactions and meeting people also. And people prefer to look at the phone these days than meet people and talk to people. Because when you are with the phone, then you are at least choosing what to watch. So then you don't have to deal with, at least, it's an impure world and it has nothing to offer, but at least it is designed to make you like it. Whatever you watch in the phone is at least designed to make you like it. But even when you are on the phone, for some people are on the phone these days for 5 hours, 6 hours, more than that. And then what happens? Your head starts aching because it's draining you. So when we are body conscious and we have yoga with bodily beings and matter, it is draining us increasingly. And this is why you see people are again, resorting to pets and stuff, because pets, again, they are not that vicious. So the quality of that animal is not that vicious. So that animal is at least, giving you some loving energy, giving you something. So people are connecting more to that. So, but the one you you are body conscious and the one you're connecting to is body conscious. So that's why there is no energy exchange. But at least the pet is not that body conscious. So you're getting some energy there. So it's very interesting that when you become like the one you have yoga with. So when you have yoga with that which is impure, that which is empty, non-essential, then you also start losing your essence. And similarly, when we do bhakti, we have yoga with, physical bodies. We have yoga with images of bodies. And they are not even, they are not even humans you are having yoga with. And if you have yoga with a guru or somebody, that guru is also right now not in their pure state. So again, and you are not having yoga with the soul because you are not soul conscious. So then you are having yoga with the physical image of the guru. Then how can that recharge you? And yes, when you see, when souls were pure, so let's say when Jesus came, when Buddha came, so they were pure souls. So at least when, they talked, then they were not impure and body conscious. So their energy made the person who talked to them feel something. Yes, but now even the guru is as vicious as you. So then where is the energy exchange? So now Baba tells us that it's very important at this point to understand that you have to have yoga with the being of light, that is Baba. And Baba says, I am not a body, and you don't need to have yoga with the body. So, although just think about, who are we interacting with every day? We are interacting with souls, but then those souls are in bodies and we are not even aware they are souls. And we are in a body conscious way, we are just interacting to bodies and posts and positions and roles. Yes, and then we feel cheated when the post and position changes or the role changes, and you are expecting according to the role, you are expecting according to the position, but you are dealing with the soul. So you are, so let's say somebody is very well dressed and they are appearing perfect. And then when they start talking, they are not polite, they are not kind. And then what happens is you feel they are, they are speaking such good language and then they are well dressed and stuff, but why are they not kind and polite? Because why did you get deceived? Because you think that when you have yoga with the package, then the diamond inside is equal to the package. But you're getting deceived because that's not who you are dealing with. The one who is inside is very different from the package. And then your expectations are failing you. But if you now that we are Baba's children and we know that that person is a soul, and every soul has got a mind, intellect, original sanskars and acquired sanskars, and you choose to focus on the original sanskar while interacting with that soul, then every interaction will recharge you, because how they dress, what they speak, how they behave, how their acquired sanskars are coming up, you don't fall into that trap. Yes, you know that this is a pure, peaceful, blissful point of light, and you just hold that in your awareness and interact. Okay, so you are not deceived by anybody's lies, you are not deceived by anybody's pretense, because you know that these may be the acquired qualities, but that's not who you are seeing and who you are holding in your awareness. You are just holding in your awareness the original qualities of the soul, and you are okay with that. And you are not assuming based on how they look, how they dress, or just your, just your magical thinking is not making you assume that this person has no acquired sanskars and they are either all bad or all good. No. You know that this is a pure soul and they have impure sanskars, and that's okay. And then you interact with them, and you know that when you focus on the purity, gradually the purity will enhance. So this is, and you see, when you're talking to your boss, you completely forget that that's a soul and you are interacting with the chair. So you think that the person is the chair that they sit on, and then all your expectations and your attitude and your behavior is according to the chair they are sitting on, but they are not the chair. And then you don't feel what you should feel in your interaction with the soul, because you are not interacting with the soul, you can't even see the soul, and you are not keeping your third eye open. So Baba tells us that we have been very body conscious, and everybody around us also has been body conscious, and we have been increasing our body conscious in interactions with body conscious souls. And when we are body conscious, we will experience sorrow, we will experience drainage of spiritual energy, and that's what's exactly happening. And then Baba tells us, I come and I teach you how to have yoga with the Supreme Soul, how to see yourself as the soul, and how to have yoga with the Supreme Soul. And Baba says that you need to understand with your intellect, who am I? So Baba says, I'm just a very tiny point of light which is invisible to the naked eye, and in that tiny point of light, I am an ocean of peace, ocean of knowledge, ocean of love, ocean of purity. So when you have yoga with me, what do you hold in your awareness? You are holding in your awareness my teachings, my love, my peace, my joy, and that's who you are having yoga with. Yes? Do you ever have yoga with, the love of somebody, the peace of somebody in the world? No. You always have yoga with something they do, something they have, yes, something physical, something of this world. But what does the soul need? The soul needs knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, power, because that's what the soul is made of. And how do you get that? Only when you have yoga with the ocean of peace, ocean of love, ocean of joy. And when you understand that Baba is a point and an ocean in virtues and powers, and you have yoga with that Baba, then you draw that love, peace and joy. Yes, you go and take a shower, you feel the coolness, but how do you feel the peace? Yes, people know how to feel, egoistic. They know how to feel pleasure, they know how to feel anger, they know how to feel disappointment, they know how to feel, excited, but they don't know how to feel peace. feel love. Yes, you know how to feel pleasure, you don't know how to feel wanted, you know how to feel desired, but you don't know how to feel loved and respected. And even when you think you're feeling loved and respected, it's actually you're feeling your ego is being fed. So you think that, you know, being a recipient of, you know, ego boost is equal to feeling love and respected. But no, only Baba gives us genuine love, genuine respect, genuine peace, happiness. And when you sit with Baba, you draw those things. And when the happiness that we feel in the world, when we get something, achieve something, that's excitement. That's not happiness. Do you understand the difference between excitement and happiness? So, if it was happiness, then it would nurture the soul. But the soul is not getting nurtured by these episodic, you know, attainments and other things. So that is just a state of excitement you go into because something happened according to you, but you're not getting happiness. And Baba says happiness is when you do everything according to Srimad, then you get happiness. Yes, you wake up in the morning and remember Baba, you'll get happiness. And Baba says that when you have yoga with me, I am the ocean of peace, purity, love, joy, bliss, power, knowledge. And Baba says, when you have yoga with me, I am the ocean of these virtues and power, so you feel them, you feel what the soul, or you draw into yourself that which the soul actually needs in this state of yoga or in this state of link with me. And second thing, Baba says that you also get rid of your body consciousness, and I pull you into this state of seeing yourself as a soul also, because you see, when Baba doesn't have a body, Baba, and we have yoga with Baba, then this communion with Baba makes us forget our body and realize that I am also a soul, I am also a point of light and a master ocean in all virtues. And you can also feel the power of soul consciousness. You can also feel the fullness of soul consciousness when you are in yoga with Baba. And Baba says, this is why you need to have yoga with me. Not with bodily beings, not with matter, not with idols, nothing. And Baba says that when you don't know what I look like, what I feel like, or you think that I am a bodily being, then you cannot get the benefit of the virtues that I am giving you and of the body consciousness that I am pulling you out of. So this is how, and you see, you need love, peace, purity, bliss, power, because that's what the soul is made of. But until and unless you are able to see yourself, separate from the body and just as a being of these virtues and powers, how can you feel it? And you think that, if you try hard enough, you'll get love from body conscious souls and you will fill yourself with that love. That's not happening, because you see, there is a very interesting phenomena in the world that when people who are couples, they have a really good relationship, that which you call a loving relationship, then it is observed that when one partner dies, the other partner can't live very long. They also die very, very soon. Now think about it. You're saying you got love all your life, and then that love didn't even give you that much soul power that you can survive without one person for some days. So is that really love? If it was love, then you would be spiritually strengthened. But that which is draining us, we are just tagging that as love. But love is an energy of the soul, and when the soul receives love, then the soul becomes powerful and content. Then the soul rises above needs. But what we are calling as love is actually depleting us so much that we become very, very needy. So that's not love. So the happiness, the love, the peace that we think, is our idea of love, happiness and peace in the world, that's not true love, happiness, peace. So Baba says, when you keep listening to the Murli, and you see, when you listen to the Murli, you see, when the student studies, he has yoga with the teacher, right? And the teaching is important, but the teacher is also very important. Yes? Just think about a situation where there is no parent, but you are being provided with everything. So there's food on the table, clothes, education, resources, everything, but no parent. Is that okay? No. So it's what they give, but also who is giving. Both are important. And similarly, when we talk about a teacher, we learn from the teacher not only by way of what they teach, but we also have a relationship with who they are. Yes, and when you remember, even now, if you remember your chemistry lessons from school, you will remember your chemistry teacher with that. You cannot remember your chemistry lessons without remembering your chemistry teacher. Because the teacher and the teaching are both important. And Baba says, when you listen to my knowledge, you have yoga with me, not with the physical instrument that's giving you the lesson. Yes, so when you're listening to the Murli, even when you're listening to the Manthan, whose Murli is it? Whose Manthan is it? It's Baba's. So hold Baba in your awareness and have Buddhi Yoga with Baba while listening to knowledge. And Baba says that when you have Buddhi Yoga with me, then that exchange or that transmission of energy is happening from me. And this is why it's very important that we understand that the Gita is not spoken by a physical being. Because when somebody reads the Gita, now you see the Gita also has very good teachings. It's not like the teachings are any less. But because you don't know the teacher and you're having your Buddhi Yoga with a corporeal being, that's why the teachings are not imbibed. But if you listen to the teachings of Baba, follow them, and you understand that these teachings are coming from Incorporeal Baba, who is the ocean of virtues and powers, and you have Buddhi Yoga with that teacher, then that transforms you. So Baba says it's very important to understand what am I like and what am I not like, because everybody is talking about God, everybody is praying to God, but if you make this mistake of thinking that God is like air everywhere and God is a, God is, people say God is nirgun, which means He doesn't have any virtues. But God is the ocean of virtues. And when you don't define His form, His residence, His address, His qualities, then you don't have Buddhi Yoga with Baba. You have Buddhi Yoga with your idea of God. And your idea of God is not going to help you. It's God who is going to help you. So you need to know Baba as He is, who He is. And then Baba says, when you have yoga with me, you become soul conscious. And then when you are soul conscious, that soul consciousness, that state of soul consciousness is a state where you don't lose your spiritual energy, because that self-awareness is always recharging you. B, when you look at somebody else, when you're talking to somebody, you are looking at the soul that's peaceful, pure, loveful, and you are having an exchange with that loveful, peaceful energy. They may have many other things. They may have acquired sanskars, they may have a body, they may have talents, but you don't have yoga with that. You have yoga with the pure, peaceful being of light. And when you look at somebody like that, when you interact with that awareness, you will feel recharged. Yes, when I look at you with love, that you are a pure being of light, Baba's child, then I will feel the recharge. Whether you may be anybody, it doesn't matter. But I will have that drishti and I will feel good. So Baba says this is how, when body consciousness happens, then there is continuous discharge. And when we have yoga with the one who doesn't have a body, and we become soul conscious, and we understand that it's all about the characters and the virtues and the powers that Baba has, and my original virtues and powers. And when I hold that in my awareness all day, then constant recharge happens, and then we become ready for Satyug. Okay, but just think about whether you keep remembering Baba, whether in your awareness there is Baba or there is this physical world of matter. Who are you holding in your awareness all day? Because that is where all the recharge and discharge is happening. Yes, just think about something that happened 10 years ago. It can discharge you even today. Because that's the physical act of a body conscious person, and you're very body conscious when you're remembering when that happened and how that happened, and in that state you will get discharged. Okay, so this is one point of the Murli, but there are many points in the Murli, and just reflect on that, read them, and then think about it. Okay, Om Shanti.